All right, my name is Brooke, and this is Therese, and we did our project on emu oil. So it's an oil that comes from the fat of emus. Australian Aboriginals used emu oil as a treatment for wound healing and alleviate muscle pain and joint pain. Emu oil is composed of mainly fatty acids, and the therapeutic qualities come from its unsaturated fatty acids, making up about 70% of its composition. It can be used topically and orally, and emu oil is known to possess anti-inflammatory properties that can help treat a number of health issues, including muscle pain, migraines, and skin conditions.
So, what is emu oil made out of? Well, depending on the method of extraction and the diet of the emu, the oil can be anywhere from what it can look like can be an off-white to a creamy texture to a thin yellow liquid. Studies suggest that the combination of omega-9, 3, and 6 acids bring about the emu oil's anti-inflammatory and other beneficial actions. The three main omega fatty acids are omega-9, which helps the transport of bioactive compounds into the skin, allowing the oil to absorb more quickly when it is applied topically. Omega-6 fatty acid helps boost the skin's health by reducing the appearance of sunspots and aging when it's applied topically. Studies have shown that this also helps lighten UV-induced hyperpigmentation of the skin by inhibiting melanin production. Omega-3 fatty acids helps reduce the inflammation, and it's commonly used to help prevent chronic diseases such as heart disease and arthritis. When consumed, omega-3 fatty acid boosts brain's health and aids in growth and development. So emu oil is made up of, oh my gosh, ecenoids, which are signaling molecules that exert complex control over many body systems. These act as messengers in the central nervous system, and they control growth during and after physical activity, along with inflammation as the result of exposure to toxins and pathogens. They're also formed primarily from omega-6 and 3 fatty acids, which are found in the tissue of mammals like the emu. Not mammals, that's an animal. The oil contains vitamins 3 and A, both contributing to the ability to heal the skin and reduce inflammation. Vitamin E serves as a natural anti-aging agent, and it strengthens the capillary walls of the skin, which help improve moisture and elasticity. Vitamin E also helps balance cholesterol and fights free radical damage. Vitamin A is a powerful antioxidant which plays a critical role in maintaining healthy skin and reducing inflammation. It also boosts the immune system, helping to fight conditions such as the common cold, flu, or cough.
So who would use emu oil? Individuals with skin inflammation, dermatitis, or arthritis. Individuals with burns, scars, and or eczema, which is patches of skin that are red, itchy, and cracked. And individuals with high cholesterol. And how exactly do you use it? You can apply it straight to the skin or the scalp. If it's for the skin, 1 drop covers area size of the back of the hand, so it depends on the size of the affected area. It can also be put in the bath and only need a teaspoon if that's the way you're using it. And this helps reduce inflammation and pain, plus it soothes irritated or dry skin. It can also be used as a massage oil, which can especially help for people with arthritis or itchy, flaky skin. It can be found in gel capsules and used internally to reduce cholesterol levels as well, or as a means of dietary fatty acids. And you can also find and use emu oil. It can be purchased online or at any health food store.
So, what are the effects of emu oil? Well, one of them is that it lowers cholesterol. Emu oil contains healthy fatty acids, like I've talked about before, that may have a cholesterol lowering effects on the body. Although research on emu oil is really limited, there is a clear evidence that essential fatty acids like those that come from fish oil have cholesterol lowering effects. It also reduces pain and inflammation. Emu oil acts as an anti-inflammatory agent, helping relieve muscles and joint pain and improve the recovery of wounds and damaged skin. The next one is that it fights infections and boosts immune system. The essential fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins within emu oil helps prevent or treats infections when it is applied topically. It has also bacteriostatic properties, giving it an ability to stop bacteria from reproducing.
Okay, and then another benefit, it benefits the gastrointestinal system. So in a 2012 study conducted in Australia, mentioned which we'll mention later on, tested the therapeutic activity of emu oil in the gastrointestinal tracts of mice. So researchers found that it demonstrated partial protection against chemotherapy-induced mucositis, the painful inflammation and ulceration of the mucous membranes lining the digestive tract. Based on these findings, they concluded that emu oil is able to improve intestinal repair, and it can form the basis of an adjunct to conventional treatment approaches for inflammatory disorders affecting the GI system. It also improves the skin. Emu oil absorbed into the skin it's easily absorbed into the skin because it contains fat lipids that are similar to those found in the top layer of the skin. The oil is also able to break through the barrier of the skin and penetrate deep within the surface, allowing it to act as a powerful moisturizer. And it can be used to smooth rough elbows, knees, and heels, soften the hands, and reduce itching and flakiness from dry skin. It also relieves pain from breastfeeding. Topical application of emu oil can relieve painful, dry, or cracked nipples that are experienced by mothers when they begin breastfeeding. Breastfeeding mothers can use emu oil-based cream on the areola, and the treatment is shown to be effective in improving hydration of the area, but not affecting pH temperature or elasticity. And lastly, it promotes healthy hair and nails. The antioxidants present in emu oil promote healthy hair and nails. The vitamin E helps reverse environmental damage to hair and promote circulation to the scalp, and it can also be used for the hair to add moisture and promote hair growth.
So, what are the side effects and warnings of emu oil? Well, the first thing is it's not regulated by the FDA, and so that you can take that into precaution. But the side effects haven't been identified yet, and there really hasn't been any signs of adverse effects. However, it is said in the research that they should not, or you do not recommend it for individuals who are pregnant or women who are pregnant. Emu oil has been known to be hypoallergenic because of the biological makeup, and it's very similar to that of human skin. So it's very popular, and it does not clog pores or irritate the skin. If you have sensitive skin, apply a small amount first. Be sure that your skin won't have an allergic reaction. Emu oil is known to be safe for internal use as well, and so it contains beneficial essential fatty acids and vitamins. And then, like I said before, studies show that the adverse effects are uncommon.
So it's also very similar to a hydrocortisone cream because it's also an anti-inflammatory cream used for the same conditions as you would use emu oil.
Mm-hmm. So there's a couple studies that we found. Like we said before, there's not a lot of information on emu oil, specifically on human participants. And so there's a study called The Effects of Topical Emu Oil on Burns in the Skin of Bald Mice. And so this study took 32 mice with second degree burns on the back of their necks and put them into two groups, a control and an experimental group. So the control group didn't have anything added to their care. However, the experimental group had emu oil applied twice a day to them for 2 weeks. And then the mice were viewed under Olympus SZX research microscope to collect data specifically about the growth of hair follicles, inflammatory cell density, fibroblast density, and the granulation of tissue. And so the results of this study showed that emu oil increases the time that the wound is in the inflammatory phase of healing. However, it does help with the wound healing by increasing keratinization of the epidermis and increases the number of hair follicles around the margins of the wound.
So another study we found was also on it was on rats, actually. The emu oil, it's titled Emu Oil Reduces Small Intestine Inflammation in the Absence of Clinical Improvement in a Rat Model of Indomethacin-Induced Enteropathy. So NSAIDs, enteropathy is characterized by small intestinal damage and ulceration. Emu oil has previously been reported to reduce intestinal inflammation, and this study investigated emu oil for its potential to attenuate NSAID enteropathy in rats. In summary, when administered once daily in rats, emu oil significantly reduced acute inflammatory activity associated with indomethacin-induced enteropathy. However, although encouraging, it appears likely that increased dose and/or frequency of administration will need to be explored in order to achieve demonstrable clinical benefits in the setting of NSAID enteropathy. So a couple final thoughts to wrap things up. Emu oil is made up of 70% essential fatty acids, a combination of omega-9, 6, and 3s. These properties give its ability to reduce inflammation, relieve muscle and joint pain, moisturize the skin, and treat skin conditions. It also contains antioxidants and vitamins such as vitamins E and A. And because the biological compounds of emu oil are similar to those of the human skin, it breaks through the barriers of the skin and penetrates deep within the surface. This is why it can treat skin conditions such as psoriasis and eczema. Plus, it can relieve dry, flaky, and itchy skin. Research also shows that it can thicken hair and treat dry, itchy scalp. Emu oil can be used topically and internally. When purchasing it, look for 100% pure grade oil, especially if you're using it internally. And Blue Emu Cream is a popular product containing emu oil, as well as glucosamine and MSM with aloe vera.
So, what we would recommend to our families, like I said, there isn't a lot of research done on emu oil on human subjects. However, there hasn't been any known side effects or adverse reactions to it. And so, we would recommend this to our families because we've known people that have sworn against or sworn for oils and they've really worked for them. And so, because it won't hurt them, and if it works for them, like either physically or psychologically, then it is a bonus.
Perfect. Thank you.